All right, welcome back to the kitchen table of Silver Surfwax for Silver Surfwax Sunday. Didn't expect to have a video for you this week because I've been searching for junk silver, but can't find junk silver online anywhere. And I've been struggling just to pick up junk silver. But I visited my local pawn shop, and lo and behold, the gentleman had some silver for me. He had some dimes and some half dollars that he had received from some pawn customers. Lady needed to pay a vet bill, and so sold some silver to him. And so I went and picked that up. Unfortunately, I didn't pick it up on the day where silver dropped to $22.50 or below $22.50, like $22.20 spot price. I came back a couple days later. I did call him a couple days prior. We kind of set a price back then, and so he honored that price at $17.85 face value. So about $2.50, a little less than $2.50 over spot today, because spot was about $22.50 as of today, this filming and this pickup. So ultimately, I spent about $1,472, almost $1,500 on this silver here. I got $75 face and dimes and $7.50 in halves. And so I'm going to unbag some of this stuff. He had counted it out before I came down and put them into little bags. And some of these look like they're bags where they're Mercs, and some are Roosevelts. So I'm going to try to, I'm going to probably wash these like I do. I just clean these, and like I've mentioned before a dozen times, it's not recommended to wash or clean your coins, but these are circulated dimes and circulated half dollars, and they get grimy and dirty. And so I just prefer to put some soap and loosely agitate them so they're not so oily or sticky or gross, and get the COVID off, right? So at any rate, I went ahead and spent about $1,500 and got $82.50 face value of some junk silver, which was pretty welcome because, at $17.85 face value, I just can't find that anywhere online. Right now, I'm seeing the lowest price is $20 face value as opposed to nearly $18. So that's an additional dollars over spot. I got to do the math on that actually. But I'm seeing it for 21 face out there in the online bullion dealers that actually have some junk silver. It's 21 face for some halves. And look at this. I got a few Benjis here, and I got a few, what else? I got a few JFKs, 50-cent pieces, and I got a decent collection of Walking Liberties, if I can find them. Where are they? There they are. And so I got some halves, which is, as you know, I've got a $half project. This is not progressing me too far on the $half project, but it's something, and I'll be able to add to the stack. And in these bags, some of these are just full bags, $10 bags of Roosevelts, but some of these have some Mercury dimes in there. So I'm kind of curious. Look at this bag. It looks like it's mostly Mercury dimes in there. So I'm kind of curious how this comes out. When just looking quickly through the plastic in the bag, I'm noticing most of these are in the 40s, but that's about, usual anyway. Usually you're seeing about 2/3 of Mercury dimes in the 40s and maybe 1/3 in the teens, 20s, and 30s. So I'll go ahead, I'll clean these up. I do my little liquid soap on these things, agitate them a little bit just to get the grime and the grease off of there so it's not so sticky and it makes my hands too dirty. But my common warning ahead of time, most people will caution you against washing your silver or cleaning your silver, but I don't really scrub my silver. This is kind of like, the silver going through the laundry or something like that, or going through a normal wear and tear. And this is all circulated stuff. I don't expect to find, a lot of numismatic or brilliant uncirculated condition. These things have been worn, so I don't have a problem just cleaning my silver so they're not sticky on my hands. But anyway, let me go ahead and get all these out of there and get them washed, and we'll get them washed and counted for you. But actually, I'll go ahead and do this because it is so fun to pour out silver all over the place. It just makes my heart happy to be able to open these up and check out the various amounts here. So pretty excited, pretty happy to have been able to find some junk out in the wild here instead of just paying extra at an online bullion dealer. And I haven't checked my, whoops, I just lost one. Someone rolling on the floor. I haven't checked my local coin shop a second time, but I went to my local coin store and they were completely 100% out of junk silver. They had been bought out, but they get a lot of volume in and out of there. But yeah, 250 over melt. Over spot, and this is it. So, $85. What was it? Was it 85, 87, 80? I got it right here. Here we go. $82.50 face value. And let's go ahead and clean this up, and I'll be right back at you. All right, as I've demonstrated before, and I'll demonstrate again, I just kind of like to show this because people have had comments or questions about it in the past. All I do is pretty simple. I go ahead and I start to run the water over my junk silver that I picked up, and after I fill the sink a little bit, I'll make sure it's cold. I don't run hot because I think that can have some cause like chemical reactions or something like this. So I'll just keep it cold. And then what I'll typically do is I will put some liquid soap in there, and I'll just kind of agitate it up a little bit, just kind of rough it around. Here, see if I can put that so you can see that better. I'll just kind of agitate it around and get that soaking, and then I'll let it probably soak for about 10 minutes, right? I'll just let the soapy water, soak in to the grease and the grime, and let it sink through the holes a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and agitate it again like that again, and then I'll rinse it off. And that's about it. That's all the cleaning I'm doing. And the primary reason is just because I don't like the feel on my hands. And I've so far gone through quite a lot of junk silver, and this is my preferred little method. And until I find something better, maybe I'll just continue to do this. All right, come back and at you after we're done with this. All right, some of my subscribers may wonder why I keep showing this aspect of how I stack, or the fact that I kind of rinse off my coins and how I sort them and how I organize them. I've done this in a number of my videos, and why I might kind of continue to do or show the same thing. And I should probably mention that I've looked at some of the YouTube statistics, and it's been kind of a fun and interesting experience being a YouTuber, right? Like I hit 50 videos. I think this will be the 51st video that I'll have produced. And so now I see the analytics, and I notice that 90+% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. They're not subscribers of mine. And so I kind of figure, hey, it might be a little redundant for some of my subscribers, but at least for the people who are showing up for the first time, and they might be curious on how I stack. At least for me, when I started watching YouTube videos about silver stacking the first time, I think I was just kind of looking for like how people do it. And I would see unboxing videos and I would kind of see, that they would unbox a package and show what they got, but they never showed anything else. They didn't show the cleanup. They didn't show sorting and organizing. They didn't show like what they did and where they put their silver and how they kind of organized themselves. And I think that was what I was initially interested in or curious about. So maybe that'll tell you, inform you a little bit on how and why I have elected to show the silver in this manner, just because a little bit of my desire to learn about silver stacking and the silver community and what people do. So I'm going to go ahead and let dry these out, and I'm going to start sorting them by Mercury dimes and Roosevelt dimes, and let's get it organized. It'll take me a lot longer than it'll take you, because I'll come right back in a few moments with the sorted and organized new stash of junk silver. All right, I might as well do an initial video on the sort. So we got basically 250 for Kennedys, 250 for Benjis, and 250 for Walkers. So that's kind of how the half dollars played out. And then all of the Mercury dimes, they're these gorgeous Mercury dimes. I do love the Mercury dimes. I don't know why. Just really, really am into it. I think they're pretty. I think they're unique and kind of older looking, and they just appeal to me. What's up? That's about 1/3 of it, which is actually more than I expected. I expected to kind of have maybe 1/4 Mercs and the rest Roosevelts. So pleasantly pleased that got about 1/3, or roughly 1/3, what it seems to be, of Mercury dimes there. And then we got all the Roosevelts, and you can kind of see them there. I don't sort the Roosevelts by year or mint mark or even by decade. I just tube them. So I'll go ahead and I'll count those up. But I do sort the Mercury dimes by year and mint mark. What I'll probably do initially is divide it by decade. And then I'll sort these a little later, because I don't have my stack with me. So it's at the offsite location. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sort, and then I'll be able to divide it up by year and mint mark sometime later. But let's go ahead and move on to the next step here. I'll get these counted and a little more organized, but I thought as I initially did a sort here, this would be kind of fun to show off. All right, so here's some totals we got here. As expected, about 2/3, in fact, almost exactly 2/3 of this stack was Roosevelt dimes. So out of the $75 face value in dimes, 50, we got $50.20 was in Roosevelt dimes, and 21, 2, 3 were in the 40s of Mercury dimes, and not even $2 in the 30s, 2 dimes in the 20s, and 0 in the teens. We got no teens. So on the Mercury dimes, we just got all 40s basically. However, in terms of the total here, I had kind of purchased this in the blind. I did not count all these dimes when I picked it up from my pawn store guy. I've gotten, purchased from him several times, so kind of did the trust factor. And indeed, the trust was well placed, because there was 1 extra dime. We got 3 that would fill this up to make it $75. If I get 2 here and 2 up here. So 1 extra dime in the count. So instead of $75, I got a face, I got 75 and 10 cents. And of course, the $7.50 in half dollars. So that's the count. So I'm just gonna go straight up tube these Roosevelt dimes, and then I'm gonna put these in baggies for the 20s, 30s, and 40s to sort later with my stack here. So I think that does it for this video, but nice little pickup, you know, almost $1,500 worth in silver, junk silver, and kind of a pleasant and unexpected purchase to be able to get these for under $18 face when I can't even touch that on any online bullion dealer. So that's kind of nice. All right, tell me what you think in the comments. Are you guys finding junk silver out there, or are you struggling like I have been and looking for a good deal? And you know, I would normally say $250 over melt is not a good deal, but considering that I can't get it, I'll take this all day. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.